Good afternoon. My name is Courtney Emery. I will be presenting the House Bill 0430, Senate Bill 0500, Protect Kids Not Guns, written and signed by Justin Jones and Sarah Kyle. I'm here to talk about social policy and why we as social workers should support HB 0430 and SB 0500. The reason social workers of Nashville should support this bill, Protect Kids Not Guns Act, it is because it is a firearm regulations bill aimed at enhancing the safety and the well-being of our communities. The legislation requires firearm owners to securely store firearms in locked containers or with mechanical locks to prevent unauthorized access, with potential violations classified as a Class A misdemeanor. It prohibits the possession and manufacture of large capacity magazines, defining as those holding more than 10 rounds, with exceptions only for law enforcement agencies, and establishes criminal penalties for violations. Additionally, the bill introduces an extreme risk protection order, or ERPO system, enabling family members, law enforcement, and dating partners to petition a court temporarily remove firearms from an individual deemed as a potential risk to themselves or others. This process includes detailed provisions for requesting, issuing, serving, and potentially extending such orders, along with specific requirements for firearm surrender, court notifications, and possible reinstatement of firearm rights. Furthermore, the bill mandates that most firearm sales must go through licensed gun dealers and requires background checks for such transactions, with violations resulting in misdemeanor or felony charges, potential fines, and temporary restrictions on firearm possession. These measures are set to take effect July 1st, 2025, marking a significant step forward in our commitment to protecting our children and reducing gun violence in our state. So, why should we support HBO 430 and SB 0500 as social workers? So, we're here to talk about social policy and why we as social workers should support this bill. Everything that we see is a shadow cast by which we do not see. This powerful metaphor speaks to the essence of our mission. The visible problem of gun violence and its devastating impact on our communities are but shadows cast by the deeper unseen issues that lie beneath the surface. These shadows are symptoms of a systematic inequalities that we must address to bring about meaningful change. In our quest for solutions, we must look beyond immediate and visible manifestations of gun violence. We must delve into the root causes that drive these tragic events. It is not enough to focus solely on the shadows. We must eliminate the unseen forces that shape them by addressing the underlying factors, such as poverty, lack of access to education, mental health service, systematic discrimination. We create a foundation for lasting change. Code of ethics, why should social workers support this? So, social workers' goal is to pursue social change, particularly with and on behalf of vulnerable and oppressed individuals or groups of people. Social workers respect the inherent dignity and worth of the person. Social workers treat each person in a caring and respectful fashion, mindful of individual differences and cultural and ethnic diversity. Social workers promote client social responsibility, self determination of that person. So, why is social policy necessary in shaping social work practice? So, our goal as social workers is to guide positive changes, empowerment through social policy that can turn our compassion for helping people through action, that can tackle issues in social justice, equity, and support our marginalized communities. So, what does compassion and action mean to me? Me, as a human in this field, want to use effective social policy to assist with the holistic needs of communities and individuals, but also actively engaging in our systematic changes. As a social worker, I want to make sure that the field that I can implement compassion and action into our practice. Lastly, I'll leave you with this. Only in the dark can you see the stars. By shining a light on the things we cannot see and working together to create comprehensive policies, we can cast away inequalities and build the future so that our communities feel safe, equitable, and just. Thank you for listening, and I hope you can support House Bill 0430, Senate Bill 0500, Protect Kids, Not Guns. Thank you.